Yamunatiravanachari.
Yamunatiravanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Vijana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana.
Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana.
Yamunatiravanachari.
Yamunatiravanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna and welcome to everyone, those who are online and those who are on YouTube and those who are physically present here too.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Welcome to the class. Hare Krishna, Dipti. We are very happy to have you here. I think your mommy is with you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nice to see you all. Hare Krishna. So we'll start the class today.
13th chapter. It's called Nature, the Enjoyer and Consciousness. Or in Sanskrit, it's called Kshetra, Kshetragna Vibhaga Yoga. Technically speaking, the Bhagavad Gita, the essence is already over. The Bhakti Yoga we have completed in 12th chapter. From 7 to 12, already it is completed. But now Arjuna is asking some interesting questions because we live in this world. What is the world that we live in? What is it that we are interacting with? So He's asking Kshetra. Kshetra means field. What is it that we are interacting with? What is a field? And who is the knower of the field? So Kshetragna. Kshetragna means who is the knower of the field. Then he asks, what is Jnanam? What is knowledge? What is considered knowledge? And Gneyam. Suppose you have knowledge. What do you want to find with that knowledge? So that's called Gneyam. What is Gnanam? What is Gneyam? And what I should find out from the knowledge. So these are the basic questions he's asking. So I want to know in detail. And that's how it starts. His questions are like that. See, 1 and 2 is basically
Haribol,
Yeah.
first you forgot the Mangalacharan. Second, we are not able to see the
Oh,
document that you are sharing. So
Okay.
just wanted to stop you there for
I
that.
will
Sorry.
do the Mangalacharan.
Yeah.
I think I have to stop this.
Recording is on?
Yeah, recording is on. No, it's on YouTube, no, Didi?
Acha, acha. Ah, yeah. Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
so
Sorry.
it goes directly. Now we don't have to
Correct,
worry about the
Yeah, yeah.
recording anymore.
So used to it.
Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 1 minute. Again, the screen is not there for us. Just wanted to let you know before you start. It's not allowing you to screen share?
I don't know what is happening.
Hmm?
No?
Yeah, came. Good.
Got it.
Excellent. Yeah.
Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Namavom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya cha Krupa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Let me know you can see the screen again or not.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, good. So, like I was starting to say, Arjuna started asking different questions. I did not paste all the questions here. I just wanted to keep it short and simple. So basically, he was asking 4 questions. He was asking what is kshetra, what is kshetragna, what is jnanam, and what is gneyam. These are the 4 questions he asked basically. So for that, Krishna explains in detail. Um, Immediately he answers also, but he gives a much detailed explanation in the later slokas. So what is kshetra, field, and who is the knower of the field? That's the first question. So Krishna immediately explains, saying that kshetra means all the material energy that we are dealing with. So just like when we are students in chemistry, we are studying, right? What we are studying, how gases, liquids, solids, and how they are categorized in 108 elements. We all remember that, right? Now it's not. How many elements are there, Tanvi? 128. Now it's 128. When we studied, it was 108. Yeah, table also are there. So basically, there is category of, by the electrons or the valence numbers, they have how many free radicals. So they have a particular category, and then that's how all the elements we are studying. So Krishna also describes here in different categories. So those categories are called 24. The same 24 can be categorized as 8 also. So first 8, let's see what is 8. We all know 5. Anybody can tell? 5 elements. First 5. No. What Krishna is saying. Yes, 5 elements. Earth. No. Earth.
Earth,
Panchabhuta.
water,
Earth, water,
Fire,
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 air.
water,
One more. Sky is called ether.
acha,
ether.
Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayur, Kham, Mano, Buddhi, Revacha.
Ah.
I gave away the last 3. The last 3 are, these are gross elements, and last 3 are subtle elements. What are the 3? Manasu, Buddhi, Ahankara. These 3 are, this is one category. So 8 ways you can, this is one field. This we can understand. Gross, you can see. Subtle, you cannot see. Mind, you can see. You cannot see. But you can understand you have a mind. You have? We all have a mind. Right. So, and then there is 5 working sense. 5 senses are there. We all know the 5 senses. Anybody want to say? The 5 senses.
Taste,
No,
taste,
senses. Senses. Eyes.
taste,
Smell,
No.
touch,
smell, hearing.
Yeah. So 5 senses. And there are 5 working senses. They are called karmendriyas. And then there are 5 sense objects. Like sense, eyes, what does eyes need? Eyes needs an object to see. So they are called sense objects. For ears, you need an object. What is the object? Sound. For the nose, what is the object? Smell. So 5 senses, 5 working senses, 5 sense objects. This is how many? 15. Then you have 5 gross elements. Bhumi, Apo, Nalo, Vayu. So 4 sets of 5. That's 20. 3 are subtle. That is 23. Now where is the 24th? That is the soul. Soul. So 24 elements. So this Krishna is explaining as a kshetra. So this is one way of categorizing.
Can you repeat it once again for everyone? So the 555, first 555, 3 fives, you can tell one more time.
5 senses,
Hmm.
5 working senses, means hands, legs, mouth. These are
Eyes.
all working senses, and anus and genital. They are working senses. And there are sense objects. For each thing, for each sense to work, it needs a sense object. So those are sense objects. Got it?
Mhm. What
So
are the sense objects? Tell again.
for the eyes, you need a form.
Vision. Vision or form?
Form.
Form. Okay.
Form. I can only
Hmm.
see a form.
Hmm.
Your nose can only smell
Smell.
aroma. Ears can only hear sound.
Hmm.
So for a mouth, you can only eat food or you can talk. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Please write. Anuradha. We also have Anuradha. So is it clear now?
Everyone, is it clear?
Everyone is able
It's-
to understand here, right?
Yes,
They are with
yes,
me?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have 4 sets of 5s. These are all kshetra. And then there are 3 subtle. Manasu, Buddhi, Ahankar. These 3, all put together 24 with the Atma. So Atma or the soul, self, is the knower of all these things. Then Krishna says, there is one more knower. There are 2 knowers, not one. One is the Atma. You can know about your body, but there is one more person inside your body. That is Paramatma. The difference enti ante, the body, the Atma can only know within your body. But I cannot know what is happening in your body. I cannot tell. But Paramatma knows in everybody's body also he knows. So there are 2 knowers. Kshetragna, there are 2 Kshetragnas. So he will explain that. You can sit anywhere. Yeah, you can sit on the bench. Yeah. We also have Vishnu here. Hare Krishna. So now Krishna explains about what is knowledge. So that's a very elaborate topic. We'll come back to that point again. So these are a set of 20. There are 20 items. He calls it as knowledge. Apart from anything other than this 20, he says it is not knowledge. It is ajnanam. Jnanam, ajnanam. So what is knowledge? What is knowledge? There is a second question Arjuna is asking. Gnanam, gneyam. What am I supposed to know out of this knowledge? What am I supposed to do with this knowledge? So just like we all are going to school, college, then immediately we have this curriculum. In the curriculum, you choose this particular subject. This is the course that you will learn. Like that, right? So Krishna is saying, this is your syllabus. In the human form of life, this is the syllabus that you are actually expected to learn. So let's focus on that. Other things are little more difficult topic to understand. So let's focus on just this. So, of course, we are talking about the second knower, Paramatma. So Krishna explains in the 23rd sloka, that is, he does 2 things. Upadrushta, Anumanta. So just like when we learn anything, right, even in school, college, you have to find the keywords. And you remember the keywords, you'll automatically get the entire subject, what they are talking about. Here, if you want to understand about Paramatma, what does Paramatma do? 2 things. Upadrushta, Anumanta. Anumanta means to sanction. Anumati vadam. Anumati. Upadrushta, Anumanta. 23rd sloka, 13th chapter. Upadrushta means overseeing. He's just a witness. So Upanishads give an example Like imagine there is a tree. There are two birds sitting on the branch, but one bird is busy eating the fruits. The second bird is simply watching, not doing anything, simply watching. So that second bird is Paramatma. Is Paramatma. So this form of the Lord is one of the opulences we have studied in the 11th chapter also, and 10th chapter and 9th chapter. Krishna, how he explains about his opulence, Vibhuti Yogam. One of his excellent features is that he can spread himself everywhere. Just like the sun is there, and you put 1,000 pots or 10,000 pots. The sun is available in all the 10,000 pots like a reflection. But the difference is, here Krishna, when his reflection is there in all the living entities, Krishna's full potency is also there. Krishna is not separated there. Krishna's full potency, Krishna is present there. So, being present like a supercomputer, he is recording every single action, desire, hatred, whatever we are thinking, feeling, willing, everything he is recording. He is remembering like a supercomputer. Every single thing. Just like parents, children are asking, some things you remember, some things you forget. But children go on asking so many things. Mummy, I want this, mummy, I want. You go to the market, you forget half the things. We don't remember. But Krishna is not like that. He remembers. So whenever it is the right time for you, he'll give. It does not matter you are a devotee or not devotee. He will give to everyone. But depends on when it is to be given, he decides. So that he is explaining in 22nd sloka. Karanam guna sangasya. When he will give, just like seeds are there. Seeds are there, it will only fructify when it is in the right atmosphere. So like that, you might desire, I want to become the prime minister of a country. Krishna will remember, okay. When you have the right parameters, when you have the right karma, right punya, right place, right everything, then Krishna will say, okay, now you become. You might have forgotten, but you have asked for it, so Krishna sanctions it. So Krishna sanctions to everybody, everything. You want to do, so there is nothing called as good, bad for Krishna. You are desiring that, Krishna will sanction it. So he's neutral. He's neutral. He's not being partial to anybody. But choose wisely, because Krishna is going to, when he sanctions it, the consequence also you have to take it. So then finally he concludes, of course, like every other chapter I've been telling, consistently, Krishna has a consistent message, one single message. What is that message? Come back home, back to Godhead. Krishna's Bhagavad Gita is the invitation to all of us to go back home, back to Godhead. Even in this chapter, the last sloka is that only. So now let's focus on what is knowledge. What Krishna is talking about knowledge. So from sloka number 8 to sloka number 12, he's talking about knowledge. Everything other than this is not knowledge. Amanitvam means humility. Amanitvam, adambhitvam. Adambaram. Adambaram, you understand the Telugu word. It show off. It's pride. Ahimsa, kshanti. Arjavam, Acharya Upasanam, Saucham, Sthairyam, Atma Vinigraham. Okay. Here Prabhupada explains very nicely all the previous acharyas. They have taken these 20 qualities. And they said, out of these 20 qualities, this one important quality, Acharya Upasanam, is the starting point of all the other qualities. If you don't have this one quality, all the other 19 you have also is waste. That's how all the acharyas in every single sampradaya, if you take anybody's commentary, purport and read, it begins there. Acharya Upasanam. So Prabhupada explains, just like how you want to make any gadget work, the first thing you have to do is put the plug in the electricity hole. If there is no power supply, no gadget will work. The same way, this entire process of spiritual life works only through Acharya Upasanam. You have to serve. Even in 4th chapter, Krishna is talking about Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshantite Jnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshinaha. Who should be that person? Tattvadarshinaha. He should be continuously seeing the truth. Not anybody. You cannot take sentimentally somebody, oh, he's talking nicely, he's my guru. No. Nobody is guru like that. He has to come from the parampara and he is constantly also plugged into the system. If he is not plugged into the system, connecting from starting from Krishna, he is not an acharya. An acharya is tattva darshinaha. Continuously, he should be emanate, seeing the truth and broadcasting the same truth. Just like the TV connection. TV connection, TV somewhere it is being broadcast, but it should come to your place. Then all the network, you have to connect it to the network, everything, all the things have to be there. The subscription should be there, everything should be there. Otherwise, it won't be broadcast here. So, an acharya is somebody who's receiving this direct connection from Krishna Loka. If he doesn't have that, he cannot give you that also. So, that is a primary acharya upasana. That is what you have to get connected with first. Then, humility. Prabhupada explains a very nice way, beautiful definition. What is humility? We all have generally think, oh, you have to be some humble, you have to be thinking, in a humble way and all that. No, Prabhupada explains humility means as long as you have a desire to enjoy, you are not humble. So, devoid of the feature of the, unless you are devoid of the quality, propensity of enjoyment, you are not humble. That is how Prabhupada explains the word humility. Adambhitvam, pridelessness. Generally, we see everybody, even small thing, you don't have to have a lot of money also. You do little thing, I can cook little better, then I am proud also. I can speak little, I'll become proud also. So any small thing, this is actually, until you learn, you're humble. Moment you learn something, you become proud. So this is asuric quality. To become proud is an asuric quality. You see, even asuras, until they get that gift, like from Shiva, he was praying for a Bhasmasura. He wanted a boon to touch on anybody's head, they should be burned to ashes. Until such point of time, he was very humble. Moment he got the gift, then what he wanted to do? He wanted to kill Shiva only. He wanted to kill Shiva only. Like there are so many demands. They pray to Parvati. Parvati appears in front of him. He says, I want to marry you. Until then, he was humble. So, this is a quality, being proud. It comes in different shades, different varieties. This is the worst quality for a devotee to have. Of all the qualities, this is the worst quality to have, pride. So, we have to be extremely careful and work on it, how to have pridelessness. Ahimsa. And Prabhupada explains this word ahimsa. Of course, one gross meaning is to kill or hurt somebody. But Prabhupada says ahimsa means if one is not on the path of self-realization, then you are doing ahimsa to your soul. Why? You're torturing the soul by putting the soul through another birth and death, birth and death, birth and death cycle. Because this birth and death cycle is the himsa for the Atma. Generally, we think it's wonderful, right? Beautiful explanation of ahimsa. So, unless you practice self-realization, unless you take up self-realization, you are doing himsa only. Tolerance. So, this is a very essential quality for a devotee, tolerance. In fact, because this tolerance is not there, all petty quarrels happen in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, just by fraction of a split fraction, everybody starts fighting. That is the nature of Kali Yuga. And simplicity. Simplicity means, Prabhupada explains the word simplicity as taking the word as it is, being very straightforward. Generally, we live in this world, especially everybody is duplicitous. In the corporate world, especially when they do a review or a manager says something, immediately you think, oh, when he said something, that means it's not that, it's something else he's saying. So everybody is tuned to think the opposite, not what is spoken, but what is not spoken is what we want to take that as a meaning. All of us, we became used to this kind of a language. Oh, he said like that. Oh, that means not really that. That's not the meaning. Yes, it is some other meaning. It is some other meaning. So no, devotees' life, it should not be like that. Especially in the community of devotees, we should be very simplicity. Simplicity also means we should not desire to have more than what is necessary to live. That is also Prabhupada explains. And then Acharya Upasanam. This Acharya Upasanam, to be on the path of spiritual life, how do you know you are connected to the Acharya? Last Friday, Thursday, we had this class that small boys come, right? One of the small boy, he spoke such wonderful sentences. Actually, Aruna was telling, this deity Vigraha, you see, Prabhupada, he is actually living. It doesn't take him long time for him to come. Then immediately that boy corrected her and said, no, Prabhupada is already here. So this sentence to say Paramatma in the heart is actually giving the knowledge to every one of us. And he also told something very interesting. Even though it's a very small boy, it's only 10-year-old boy. He told, when I come here, I feel like I'm very, very interested to hear about Krishna. But I go back home in 1 week, something happens and then I become dull again. So it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us. Maya will cover like a cloud. Cloud will come, then our consciousness is also covered. So
in fact, he said the sentence. He said the sentence when today, Thursday, when he came, he didn't want to come. That was the sentence. And then when he came here, he said, I felt so good. And then he started talking so much nice philosophy. I mean, he's a 10-year-old boy, but he was talking so deep philosophy as though he's understood everything. So it was a wonderful way he explained it.
Correct. So the next very sentence is Saucham. Saucham is what? Cleanliness. Cleanliness, we all understand external cleanliness. But real cleanliness, Prabhupada explains, is about cleanliness of the mind. So, in fact, in Vedic culture, it is everybody knew that after taking bath, unless you purify your mind also, you have taken bath for the mind also, you are not ready to meet anybody else. So Prabhupada gave this sadhana bhakti to clean your mind, cheto dharpana marjanam, to clean your mind every single day, to clean the mind. So that is a very important process. Thairyam, steadfastness. This is very also important. And Atma Vinigraham, control. Now, to this point, Saucham, Thairyam, Atma Vinigraham, Rupa Goswami in Upadeshamrita, he explains there are 6 things if you want to be a disciple, Acharya Upasanam. Actually, this is our educational system. Gurukul system was like this. It is meant to inculcate all these qualities from the very beginning to the child. This is practical knowledge. It is not theoretical. It's not like I learn some definitions and I'm done with the knowledge. No. Let me put this. I'm sorry about this. Sharing screens. Can you see the screen? Okay. So this Rupa Goswami has given this formula how you can remain connected to the Acharya. How can you remain connected to the Acharya as a disciple? These are the 6 things he has given. Utsaha nischayat dhairyat tattat karma pravartanat sangatyaga satovrutte shadbhir bhakti prasiddhyati. How will bhakti come to you? By doing these 6 things. You have to be very enthusiastic. That's the number 1 quality. Utsaham. Always you're waiting, looking forward. When can I wake up in the morning? When can I chant my rounds? You have to be very enthusiastic. Utsaham. Endeavoring with confidence. You cannot think that, oh, today I feel dull, whether Krishna will listen to me or not. I don't know. Anything is going to happen if I chant. There's no difference in my life. People have this kind of doubts. No, you have to be completely confident that this path is going to take you back home, back to Krishna. That is endeavoring with great confidence, being very patient. How can you be very patient unless you have developed a quality of tolerance? If you don't have tolerance, you cannot be patient. So that is also very important, because sometimes the result is not immediately seen. You chanted, but I can't see Krishna, I can't hear anything, there is no ecstasy, and tears are not coming in my eyes, nothing is happening. But you have to wait. So Prabhupada gives an example, even the girl gets married, even if she wants to have children, minimum is 9 months she has to wait. Patience, you have to wait. So like that, even when you take up the sadhana, there is a process. So you have to be patient. For that, you have to be tolerant. No matter what, up and down, sometimes you're enthusiastic, sometimes you're not enthusiastic. So you have to be very patient. Then, tattat karma pravartana. What is that karma pravartana? Right now for us, it is rules and regulations. We have to practice sadhana bhakti through rules and regulations. There are particular rules. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. All these are rules given. Navavida Bhakti. And then, 5th, very important one, it is Asat Sangathyag. Means abandoning the association of non-devotees, who are very materialistic people, who all the time want to enjoy. You have to be free from such type of association, because if you are with them, they will give that same kind of desires to you. It's very simple to understand. And 6th, following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. These things, if you do, Prabhupada says, you're guaranteed to be successful in the path of bhakti. Now you'll see these same 6 principles Krishna is talking about here as jnanam.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు.
Hare Krishna.
ఒక్కసారి తెలుగులో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయరా ప్రభు?
ఓకే. సో
అర్థం
ఇక్కడ
అయినట్టు
కృష్ణుడు 20 క్వాలిటీస్ చెప్తున్నాడు. ఆ 20లో ఈ 6 క్వాలిటీస్ రూప గోస్వామి చెప్తున్నారు. రూప గోస్వామి చెప్పిన ఈ 6 గుణాలు కూడా మీరు పాటిస్తే ఈ 20లో ఉన్నాయి. ఈ 20లో 6 ఉన్నాయి. ఆ 6 కూడా మీరు పాటిస్తే గ్యారంటీగా మీ భక్తి అనే మార్గంలో, భక్తి మార్గంలో మీరు 100% సక్సెస్ అవుతారు. ఈ 6 కూడా మనం ఇక్కడ చదువుతున్నాం. ఆచార్య ఉపాసనం, శౌచం, స్థైర్యం, ఆత్మ వినిగ్రహం, నెక్స్ట్ ఆల్సో ఇంకా ఉన్నాయి. అసత్ సంగత్యాగ్, దట్ ఆల్సో ఇస్ దేర్. అండ్ హియర్ ఈస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇంద్రియార్థేషు, ఇన్ ద మ్యాటర్ ఆఫ్ సెన్సెస్. వైరాగ్యం, రినౌన్సియేషన్. అహంకార, being without false ego, ahankaram. So ahankar, this is another topic. people think you can be free from ahankaram. Generally, a Mayavad idea only people know. You cannot be free from ahankara. You cannot be, because you have an identity. Atma has an identity. You can only be free from false identity. Ahankara, I'm thinking I'm body. So that is false. I'm thinking I'm a rich man. That is false. I'm thinking I'm an intelligent man. That is false. So what is real? What is real ego? So false ego versus a real ego. You cannot be ego-less. That is not possible. So what is real ego? I am the servant of Krishna. Dasosmi. Aham dasosmi. I am servant of Krishna. I'm always connected, just like the body parts are always connected to the body. Body part can never think I am independent of the body. Like that, the Atma can never be independent of Paramatma. So that is the being free from ahankara is. Then here most important point where Prabhupada quotes the maximum, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. So real knowledge is to see Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi as Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. ఈ నాలుగు చూసిన వెంటనే ఇది నా కారణం, దుఃఖానికి కారణం అని మీకు అర్థం అవ్వాలి. సో బుద్ధుడు ఈ నాలుగే చూశాడు. They thought, there is a prediction according to his horoscope. Buddha is going to become a saint. So then all the people in the palace, they thought we can confine him so that he will not see suffering only in this world. So that's how they kept him. But one day he went on a procession. He saw four things. He saw a small baby being born. He saw an old man completely in distress. He could not walk. He saw a leper, diseased person, and he saw a dead body. Only these four things he saw. Next day, what he decided? To quit. He said, oh, that means why? Because he's very intelligent. He immediately understood all these four things are going to come to me also, come to every one of us also. Then what am I going to do with it? How am I going to solve this problem? So in America, what we do very cleverly, all these four problems are not shown. Even if you go to hospital, you cannot see a dead body. I don't think I've seen a dead body in America of late. In India, at least, it's a procession goes on. Here we don't see. Even in the hospitals, all the patients are kept so neat and clean, and so that even if you go and see them, you don't really see the disease or anything. It's all dressed up, and you don't see the bad part. So everything is covered up in a very, in a particular way. So this is not shown as a suffering. Old age also, people, they're taken on cruise ships, and so many things happen to old people. Somehow or other, it's the opposite. Instead of seeing Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi as a suffering, here in the Western world, how it is dealt with, oh, it's okay. You can just, if it's wrinkles, you just put Botox, and then again you are fine.
Everything.
Yes. Yeah, it is not
more emotions like us.
Yes. So everybody want to cover it up. Nobody want to see this as the root cause of suffering. So Krishna is saying, real intelligent person is one who sees these four things as a root cause of suffering. What is suffering in this world? Krishna is saying, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. Unless you see this as suffering, root cause of suffering, you will not work on it. First, you have to give a problem to solve it. So you have to understand this is the problem, you solve the problem. So that's categorized as So here, Ashakti, without attachment. So sometimes, and Anabhivishangha. So you don't associate. We spoke about that in Rupa Goswami's one of the six. Putra dhara gruha adishu. So you should not be attached to all these things, to your house, family, children, and all that. So Prabhupada explains very nicely. Yes, you should not be attached to all these things, but the best way is if you engage all your family members together in Krishna conscious activities, then you don't have to give up and go to a forest. That is the positive side of Krishna consciousness. Samachitvam, equilibrium. You have to be sometimes up and down is there, pain and pleasure is there, hatred and raga dvesha is there. You should be equipoised. Anitsaha means undesirable things are there. Upapastu, having obtained all these things, you have to be free from detachment. And obviously, what happens when you're practicing bhakti, there are two things we understood it will come. Anybody remembers what are the two things? When you practice bhakti,
Even in
jnana
group, anybody can.
vairagyam. Jnana vairagyam will automatically come. So this you don't have to separately cultivate. If you cultivate bhakti, jnana and vairagya will automatically manifest. So whatever this vairagya is talking about, it will manifest in our heart. Now this is the crux. Gneyam. He asked, right? What is the purpose of this knowledge? So Gneyam, consistently Krishna is talking about this. Mayi cha ananya yogena bhakti. Bhaktir avyabhicharini. So the same sentence of ananya bhakti means undivided, unmotivated, uninterrupted bhakti. What is that? That is Shuddha Bhakti. For whom? For me, Mayi. You have to become my devotee. You have to worship me. And this is the purpose of all the knowledge. So if you do not know this Gneyam with the knowledge, what you have to get is Shuddha Bhakti, then all the knowledge is waste. What is the purpose of the knowledge? The purpose of the knowledge is to become a pure devotee of Krishna. This is the takeaway. So Prabhupada explains, like there are different stages. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. But now we are not at that Bhakti Yoga, really speaking. We are not at Prema Bhakti. We are doing Sadhana Bhakti. Now Sadhana Bhakti is actually below Karma Yoga. Interesting, right? Because Karma Yoga, what happens, at least in Karma Yoga, you give up your result. We are still misers. We are not given up our results. So we are practicing. So we are practicing devotional service. So one day when you are free from all your contaminations, then you graduate. Before Prema Bhakti, there is Raganuga Bhakti. That means without the rules and regulations also, you are enthusiastic. Or you are enthusiastic to hear about Krishna. You are enthusiastic to chant about Krishna's names. Like that. Then that enthusiasm, that determination you have to do. Like for example, everybody, we all have jobs. They say in the job what? Maximum $1,000 or maximum you'll earn per day. But imagine somebody tells you, you can earn 1 million every day. Every day. How much enthusiasm you'll have, right? Now, whatever you earn in this world, let's say you want to get 100 crores. Now, just sleep and dream about it. In the dream, you got 100 crores, you got a beauty, whatever you wanted, all the gadgets, everything in the dream, you got everything. So 8 hours are over. Then you woke up. What happened? What happened to all the life?
It's gone with the dream.
Gone. There's nothing. So, even in reality, if you earn whatever you want to earn, you put all your hard work, effort, everything, and you achieved also, let's say, most of the time people won't achieve, even if you work so hard. You achieve also, then at the time of death, it is just like waking up from the dream. What happened to everything? It's gone. Nothing is there. Person itself is not there. So all our endeavors are like that. But here, when we are talking about our sadhana bhakti, when you are chanting, waking up in the morning, chanting Hare Krishna, very sincerely chanting everything, that is like getting the $1 million every day in your account. But the difference is, yes, when you die, it will not go away. In fact, even small bit, swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Swalpamapyasya dharmasya. Even a smallest endeavor will take you back to Krishna. It will protect you from the greatest dangers.
We remember this from first chapter, Dharma Kshetre
Kshetre. Yes. Only one line he learned. Only two words he learned. So this is Adhyatma, pertaining to self-realization. Adhyatma Jnanam. So one should be subscribed into this program of self-realization, Adhyatma Jnanam. We are doing ordinary Jnanam, decence. That we are studying, lot of degrees and got all the other things we have. But Krishna is telling, no, you have to subscribe to Adhyatma Jnanam. Niyatvam, eternity. Tattva Gnanam, knowledge of the truth, absolute truth. Artha, the object. Darshanam, philosophy. You get all this. Now he says, Etad gnanam proktam agnanam yat ataha anyataha. Other than all these 20 things, it is considered ajnanam. That's what my declaration is. That's my opinion. So this is Krishna's opinion. And Krishna wants us to focus on these 20 qualities. People sometimes ask, what do I get when I study Bhagavad Gita? There are so many people tell so many things. But in reality, these are the 20 qualities that will make you like a gem, like a diamond in the society. Imagine a devotee is providing this culture to the family members. Imagine all these qualities are manifest in the children. Imagine in the Gurukul system. Imagine the whole village. Imagine all the cities, every village and every town. Imagine what is the kind of Vaikunta children will be all around us. That is the purpose of this Bhagavad Gita. And in fact, this is not even the cream of the subject. This is the side benefit. These 20 qualities are the side benefits. The real benefit is, of course, to become a pure devotee of Krishna, which we discussed in the other chapters. But these are the side benefits, which is for our benefit. Arjuna has asked these questions. And just like any other, I don't have the 35th last sloka here. I'll just read it here.
You can share on the screen, no? From as it is.
Yeah. Okay. You all can see this? So one who knowingly sees the difference between the body and the owner of the body and can understand the process of liberation from this bondage also attains the supreme goal. And what is the supreme goal? Go back to Krishna. And what is saying here? This is called Jnana Chakshusha. Jnana Chakshusha. Chakshusha means specs. What kind of spectacles? Knowledge, spectacles of knowledge. This is what you have to wear and look around this field, the kshetram. Kshetram is a field. With this knowledge, with this specs, you have to see. So with this specs, when you see, you can discern what is matter and what is spirit. And you should always be able to filter what is materialistic activities and what is spiritual activities. Unless you are equipped with this kind of jnana chakshusha, you will always be prey or you become victim to materialistic activities. So I'll stop here. I can take any questions or any comments.
It's a very big thing you told just now that as a sadhana bhakta, we are not even actually karma yogi. We have
No.
not even touched that level of
Yes.
karma yoga. So it's very, it's, we keep saying karma yoga is lower, but the fact is that we are not even there. Karma yoga means we completely renounce all types of desire to enjoy fruits. Everything is become zero. Correct. And only want to serve Krishna. Yes. That is negative and this is positive. So because that is only, if it is karma yoga, if you practice like that, then it becomes bhakti only, no? Correct. That's how Prabhupada explains so nicely.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice, actually. Very nice point.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So what I've understood is when a soul is come to this world, when a child is born, the first guru is mother, right?
Correct.
When the child goes to school, then the guru is a teacher. When they go to the college, again the teacher's professor. And after they complete their education, when the child is joining the work or job, their boss is their guru, because they say this is what you have to do. Correct. So in life, you need a guru, a teacher. A guru is important.
Correct.
A good guru, as you say, a good association is important in life. Correct. Sangat achhi honi chahiye. And the same way you need a guru in your entire life.
Yeah, like mentor. Right? But those are for your economic benefit. All the things, whatever you mentioned, are only promoting your economic benefit. But here Krishna is talking about Adhyatma Chetasa. Your transcendental benefit, for the benefit for your soul. Otherwise, you are doing ahimsa. If the teacher is not helping the soul to get rid of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, then that teacher is not doing the highest ultimate benefit for you. For the body, they are telling. How to keep the body comfortable, they are telling. All those tricks for of the trade for keeping the body comfortable, they are telling. Not more than that. So that is why Acharya Upasanam, unless you get that plug connected with the Acharya, your spiritual life has not started.
That is for the spiritual life. Whether it is
there is
for
only
the
one life, spiritual life only.
World.
Matter follows spirit. Matter follows spirit.
In every which way, a master is necessary.
Master is necessary. Master is necessary.
Ultimately, for the soul, later on, the realization comes.
So what did Krishna say? If it is not part of the 20 category list, everything else you are learning is nuisance. Ajnanam. They are not part of category of jnanam. You are learning ajnanam.
So you want to enjoy, so you're learning to go to school and everything. With that, what are you learning? That you want to enjoy this body, enjoy with all the things that you will earn out of earning the money. So what happened? That jnana, is it connected to this? Is it equal to this? No, it's not. No, because you're learning something that is going to make you continue to be in this material world only. So we want, okay, that you need to keep the body and soul together. You need to get that jnana. You need to work. But you need to do this most important thing to get a guru who can take you out of this material world. That is the most important thing, because if you don't do that, that's what he's explaining, that you're doing ahimsa to your soul.
So this has to be taught right from when the child starts going to school. It has to be introduced in the schools also.
It has to be, but
Nevertheless, we missed that bus.
Not
Now we cannot say, oh, it's only for my children, not for me. No, we are also part of the journey. So we also
yes,
need.
correct. Oh.
yeah.
Now
And
we cannot
also,
complain, oh, I don't have Gurukul now. What do I do?
Mm.
Somehow now Zoom classes are there, you can join.
Yes, yes.
Which in that school, Bhagavad Gita is taught. Like I studied in that kind of school.
Okay.
But those are Telugu mediums. Nowadays, nobody will send to those schools.
but also the thing is that the school system is, even if you introduce in the school, they are not going to teach the crux of it. So many schools have Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, it's like
not
another
there, not
subject. It
there.
is not like,
It's not there, nahi hai. But you
it's
need
not there.
again,
You have
again,
to learn only in the association of devotees.
yeah. And
That
who
is
is
the
a
point.
Tattva Jnani?
Because the teacher himself does not know. He might, that course might be there, but he
Yeah.
does not know the subject. How will he teach?
Mhm.
And also one of the 20 is to do seva to the guru, right? To
Correct. But the point here Krishna is talking about is acharyopasanam, upasanam. Upasanam means to do seva to acharya. How do you do that? It's a practical subject. It's not theoretical. Unless you do this practically, do seva to the acharya. Who is that acharya again? Not anybody. He is the realized tattva darshinaha. If he is not tattva darshina, you cannot get.
Actually, whatever the comparison the person did, like school, college, work, those are the teachers for body, not for the soul.
Correct. Like you said, no, Anju Didi, she was telling all those teachers are only for the body, not for the soul. She is repeating here.
yeah, correct.
That is correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
And also, so what happens, in the olden days, we don't know when this Gurukul system actually became failed. So in the olden
No, we know.
days,
When the Brahmanas became polluted, that's
correct,
when it
I'm
failed.
saying the date is not there. It is 2000
Oh, yeah.
years or
Date is not
5000
there,
years,
I
we
agree.
don't know. So
Mm.
in the olden days, olden means really olden days, if there is a acharya, he has a gurukul, that means he is actually a tattvadarshinaha. That type of people only used to run a gurukul.
Yes.
That type of person you need. And today, even if you start a gurukul, it might not have a teacher who is like that.
Mm.
Prabhupada wanted to have a gurukul in which such type of very advanced devotees are there. But sorry to say, but
Unfortunately, it's not started.
unfortunately, it didn't work like that. Even
It didn't
ISKCON
start
tried to
also.
make gurukuls, they failed miserably. So, because that only, the point of this pride comes. As soon
Maya.
as somebody becomes
Again, it's the
little
Maya.
bit, somebody becomes little bit intelligent with little jnana, he has immediately pride will come. So such a person who is jnani but doesn't have pride, such people we need to find, which is very difficult in this Kali Yuga.
Yes.
Prabhupada's guru gave this example. There was one frog. One frog was jumping and then found one coin, gold coin. So he sat on the gold coin and he told, now I am the richest frog in the entire frog community. So he called for a meeting and he told all the frogs, now you tell me all your problems. I will solve all your problems. I'm the richest frog. Then they said, oh, we have this problem of elephants who are coming all the time and they're trampling and we all die, half the population. Oh, that's very simple. Now I'm so rich. I'll talk to the elephants and they will go away. So after some time, the elephants started coming. Then this rich frog started croaking and saying, hey, you stop, you go another way here. All the frogs are there. Elephant doesn't even care, doesn't even hear. One stamp, done, gone. Rich dog died. So like that today, Prabhupada says, all the scientists, they think we got so much knowledge, now we'll solve all the humanity's problems. What you've got, like a mosquito found a little bit knowledge, that's all you have. You cannot grasp the cosmos, you cannot grasp anything, what is happening in this creation. And you came to solve the problems of this. It's a blind man leading the blind society. That's all. You only chaos. Somebody put a beautiful video recently in WhatsApp. In China, they thought birds are coming and eating all their food, whatever grains they're growing. So Chinese government made a policy some 50 years back or whenever. They said, whoever sees a bird, you can kill them. So they killed all the birds systematically. And the next year, you know what happened? There is so much pest that grew. Normally, the birds were coming and eating the pest, but the pest was destroying the entire crop and became a famine. There is no food for Chinese people to eat. And then the next year, what happened? The locust came. And government said, oh, generally, if birds are there, this locust will never come. So then they said, oh, it is a natural disaster. We can't deal with it. And guess what? It's keep on coming again and again and again. So you mess with, and then they also decided why these rivers are going in a winding manner. We should taking away too much of our land. So we should make straight, the river should become straight. And they put so much manpower, labor, everything, and they made the river straight. Guess what happened? After some time, the water came through and the river disappeared. You know why? Because the water was going away inside the land. And there is no more river, there is no more water. They thought they can solve the problem. They thought they are very intelligent. So you cannot be intelligent to figure out what God has made the system.
Along with science and technology, problems also.
Yes, we are trying. Prabhupada used to tell all this technology. Today you have created one electric bulb. We used to do that with ghee lamp or mustard oil lamp. We used to do. But now what you did, because of your electric bulb, to keep this electricity running, you need a generator. You need to keep the generator running. You need oil or some alternate source. To get that oil, you need to dig all over the earth. To bring that oil, you need a ship, you need a road, you need all these things. And to maintain all this, you need people. To maintain the people, you need economy. All that, you made a complete thing. So what did you achieve? From the ghee lamp to electric bulb. And look at the disaster you have done. Today, the earth is boiling. Everybody calls different names. El Nino effect. Today it's summer. We are having cold weather here. And those who are having summer, they can't even tolerate their summer, 120 degrees.
But one point I want to make, whatever it is, if we are using now this electricity we have internet, if we are utilizing the same thing for the purpose of understanding Krishna, then it is utilized properly.
Oh, yeah.
So that way,
we are utilizing whatever is there, but we don't necessarily need all these facilities only. Ahaituki bhakti. Ahaituki apratihata. Ahaituki apratihata means you do not have to wait for a particular condition. Unless I have this condition, I cannot serve Krishna. No. Under any condition, you can serve Krishna.
Actually, Anju Didi was asking a question. I don't know if she's there. Hema Didi, sorry. I don't know if she's there.
Mataji, may I ask you one question? Okay, after Hema Didi. After Hema.
Okay. Okay. Hema Didi, go on.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking in connection with what Anju was talking. Now, what she said is correct, that we need to educate our children. How do we educate our children spiritually and religiously? That is my concern. Now, the present generation, we can at least the would-be mothers, right, and the would-be say the would-be parents, we can at least guide them. There's so much education, so much knowledge now available on Zoom and on YouTube and everything, so they can start listening, right, to all these spiritual like this Bhagavad Gita, like what you are spreading and how you are teaching. So when the child learns in the mother's womb, that makes a lot of difference, right? Just and these Muslims, what do? Right from childhood, when they are nursing the child, they start teaching them against the Hindus. Everything that goes against the Hindus. So why can't we take the initiative and tell our children that you start, listening to our spiritual scriptures and, at least guide in that way. So when the child listens to all that, that has an effect on, eventually it does have an effect. So by the time they are born and they
the
come.
way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught how to teach, each one teach one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
but the system of teaching spiritual knowledge or even children, how they learn is not by you give an instruction and they learn. No, they learn by seeing and imitating. So we are the first ones to practice. Just by practicing, automatically whoever is able to see you will want to imitate you.
Yes, correct. I agree. Yes.
As
so
a family,
you don't have to wait for anybody.
Yeah.
You have to be the first change.
We are the first ones in the chain to actually take up the process.
Yeah, right.
We should not wait कि भाई somebody will teach our children. Somebody no. First we learn it. We learn it, we follow it, and then naturally we will be able to teach to others. It was not even teaching. Your the way
Practice.
You conduct your life itself will be an example for others to see and to learn. That we have to be good.
Bhumite hoile janma sarthaka kori karo paropakar. Your body is meant for paropakaram. But how can you do paropakaram if you cannot help yourself? So especially if you are born in India, means an Indian origin also you can say, Bharata Bhumite hoile janma sarthaka kori. First of all, you become perfect and then help others.
Yeah.
That is the instruction given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because you are naturally gifted with this kind of knowledge, other people may be taking a long time. For an Indian origin person, all these concepts are very, very easy. It's just on the surface. You just scratch a little bit, they learn everything very fast.
Yeah, because I can see a difference.
Sorry, we can't hear you. You got muted. Hema Didi, unmute yourself. Yeah, continue. Hema Didi, we can't hear you.
Sometimes she has that problem. Okay.
So I think that the point is that only that we should be the first change and not wait for somebody to, start to teach to our kids or somebody. We are the first children of our parents. We need to learn first and then think of the next generation coming. Automatically they'll take it. Rita Mataji, आप बोल सकते हैं?
Yes, Mataji. But before I ask my question, I would like to ask something what Hema Didi asked. We should teach our children, agreed. And I am a grandparent. My granddaughter observes me while I do little puja. And I have tried to teach her some arti, not ISKCON especially, whatever arti I'm doing. Even my grandson in Toronto, When I was there, I taught him this Om Jai Jagdish Hare. He was only 8 years old. I taught him Karti and some more Gayatri months. Then some of the
All those
things which
mantras, correct.
so I have taught him. But in our Indian religion, I should say, Hindu religion, not Indian, there are so many varieties. So agreed, I am now follower of ISKCON, but I have not given up the old shlokas which I used to recite. I do that also.
Yeah.
So as a child, what as a, I mean, children below say 16 or 18 years, when they can be taught. Later on, they will not listen, I agree. But what should we teach them? I've taught them this Hare Krishna mantra also.
Yeah.
I've taught here in India as well as here also. But, but the system here in India is somewhat very, very flexible. Like Hema Didi said in Islam, they essentially make the children recite the Qurans. We are unable to inculcate this thing. And we are really lacking behind in competition to the other two religions that are popular. And I feel frustrated at times that now Indians are trying to unite. Yet there are so many varieties of religion. This is also a, and everybody will want to become of ISKCON. So I don't say that it should be done that way, but at least come back to Hindu religion. This is also a problem, I should say. So you may think and reply later on.
Yeah, no, I think what I would like to say, you want to say something, Hari Bol? Prabhu wants to say something, or
so like same thing. So many times people would ask Prabhupada also the same way. Well, Prabhupada is saying we are already preaching, so why don't you cooperate? Why don't you learn Bhagavad Gita from us? We are distributing the highest number of Bhagavad Gita distributed in the world today is Bhagavad Gita as it is. In every single, all over the world, any country you will take it, that country, that language, Bhagavad Gita as it is by Prabhupada is there. Some center is there. There are more than 700 centers. Anywhere you can see a small preaching center is going on, and somebody like this you can plug into anywhere in the world. Helsinki is considered the one of the places where sun doesn't set also. There also there is one center.
So no, my point is that, see, what happens is all other Hindu sects who are there in India, their main goal is only in the Vedas, the 4 things are there, no? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. They talk only about the 3. They don't talk about the 4th, because all the sects, no, they don't want to take the essence, how Prabhupada has explained the essence, the bhakti yoga, they have not explained. We don't, as a Hindu, regular Hindu, before coming into ISKCON, we only know that we should do puja punaskar, we should do all that, and we will get some benefit out of it. God is just like you're dealing like a businessman. ATM. You ask him, he has to give you. That's all we are thinking. But there is something.
No, also, if you want to be really like a Hindu, just let's be frank. Now, any function is there, any festival is there, Holi is there. What are you celebrating? You're throwing some color, and you call and distribute some sweets, and you call yourself, I'm a Hindu, I celebrated Holi. What did you really do? Nothing. There is no connection between God. But you wore nice dress, you were distributed.
No, they'll play cards.
And you play cards. That is Sankranti.
Watch a movie.
When you go to Sankranti, all the places, they do first betting. You kill one, 2 crow, what do you call
chicken, hen.
Kodipandalu, the cockfight. The cockfight is there, full betting, which is against the law. It is illegal. Second is all are drunk.
Cockfighting.
In the name of festival, they're all drunk.
Which festival? In which
They do
festival?
in
Sankranti.
Sankranti, in the whole of South India.
Whole of South
I've
India.
never
Entire
even
South
heard.
India.
Entire
I've
South
never
India.
even heard.
Yeah, but in
Yes.
we are talking in the midst of all the.
This is reality, Mataji. This is reality. If you are a Hindu practicing festival, this is reality. What are you going to teach? Nonsense. And they're waiting to buy new clothes. Sankranti means you buy new clothes. You go to movie. You will be the first person to buy all the tickets, buy the movie. Until the movie time is there, you all play cards. And then all of you go together and go to a hotel and eat meat. This is happening every single festival.
In whole of Andhra
Whole of
Pradesh.
India, actually.
Might be,
Whole
might
of
be.
India.
I don't know.
This
No
is
idea.
Hinduism. You have to open your eyes and see.
If you go to other places, you go to maybe in North India, it's in a different way. They do in a different way, little bit different. But there is no understanding of God. There is no understanding of these four
At
things.
least little bit.
जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि, ये चार चीजों के बारे में तो कोई बोलता ही नहीं है. इसके बारे में नहीं है. अपने शुद्धि करना है, उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं है.
Religious practice is meant for what? Saucham. Saucham means cleansing your mind.
Mind, yes.
Cleansing of, where is cleansing of mind? Where is it? What will you teach to kids?
So that is why we have to, this is not that, Prabhupada has brought, this is ISKCON and, this is original, this is real Sanatan Dharma.
There is no label
Just
of
because
ISKCON. I am not part of any ISKCON. I am using Prabhupada's books. I am following his discipline, whatever is given in the Bhagavad Gita. That's all. Everybody can do this.
We are not part of any ISKCON center. We are not part of any ISKCON center. But we like whatever we are learned from Prabhupada, we are just trying to share with others. That's all we are doing.
Be rational to understand what is knowledge, what is not knowledge. That's all.
We are living outside. My husband is having a job, everything, just like any other person. But on a Saturday, Sunday, we don't want to waste our time. We want to use our time for spreading Krishna consciousness. And we are very glad. Actually, thank you to all of you, because all of you are constantly, every week, you are giving us encouragement that we are doing this for so many years
like that
now.
small boy told, right? I'm waiting for the weekend. If I don't have a class like this, then I don't have an opportunity to read. There is no motivation for me to read, even though I will think, oh, I read this so many times, I don't need to read again. No, but I have to read because I have to come back into the class and I have to speak.
So that is why.
Now my original question.
Yeah, please.
Which I wanted to ask. that was regarding Guru Parampara.
Correct.
Nobody was teaching Bhagavad Gita.
But
no parents are ready to send their children for Bhagavad Gita class and wasting time.
Correct.
They feel like that, right? When I see here, I felt very happy. The people who are in India, they're not giving value for our culture and our things. The people who are far from there, and they're giving value and they're finding time and they're coming in car, they're dropping, they're finding, everybody's busy, but they're finding time. When I saw that, I felt really happy. In India, no.
Correct. Nobody wants to do that. Correct. Yes. Yes.
Who will go to temple?
Correct.
In India, please to pray Krishna, to pray whatever the God they like, not Krishna. How many people will they'll take their children? I mean, they need to start, right?
Correct.
When I was in India, my sister was having 2 years kid. Daily I will do puja. I'll get up. When I do that, that girl, she was getting my phone to switch on the things which I learned.
Oh, prayer.
She was getting prayers. She was getting ready.
Making everything ready. Yeah.
Just
2 years old.
But after coming, their mom and dad, everybody, she's not doing that.
Because children learn whatever parents are doing.
They're doing also, even then she's not following like
Correct.
that.
Correct.
Like
Yeah, because they learn new things.
She is
Yes. Correct.
Devotional side means after 60-70 people need to go devotional side. Everybody mindset will be weekend means they'll take to Pizza Huts and
Correct.
restaurants.
Yes.
Who will take to temple?
Correct.
They need to start
Correct.
giving such
Correct.
kind of
Another problem in temples
Association.
is
habits.
the other problem in temples is not every temple is like a ISKCON temple. Is in other temples they are not teaching anything. It is like going to the temple praying. Okay, that is not bad, but there is no knowledge distribution. That is important. Let's come to Rita Mataji's question. Let's give Rita Mataji chance to speak. Yes, Mataji. Let Mataji speak. Yes.
My question is very simple. I wanted you to tell me about Guru Parampara. Now I'm following this classes. I'm trying to follow as much as possible. But if anybody asks, who's your Guru? What am I supposed to say?
Your Guru is Prabhupada. If you are following Prabhupada.
Exactly, I wanted you to tell me this answer. Because generally I said I follow Prabhupada ji.
Yes.
But then in which category are you and
which category are you? We are all Prabhupada's. We are all. We are. Hanji?
You are follower of Prabhupada ji.
Yes.
And we are following you all.
You are following Prabhupada only. You are also following Prabhupada. That's all. Our goal is to bring you close to Prabhupada. Prabhupada is all our Guru. So for the next 10,000 years, Prabhupada has told that he is going to be there. And that is why these books are so important, because this is his words. Whatever, and he's heard this, whatever Prabhupada said so many times, that Krishna actually used to dictate and Prabhupada used to speak. Prabhupada used to hear whatever Krishna is speaking and he used to dictate it. So that is how all the books are. So that is why it is Krishna's words only. So if we can protect these books, hear these books, read these books, that is very important. So anybody ask you, oh, did you take initiation? They will ask you, आपने दीक्षा ली है? आप पूछेंगे, हाँ मैं दीक्षा ली है, प्रभुपाद से मैंने दीक्षा ली है. बोलिए. अपने you just tell. बस कोई डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको ज्ञान मिल रहा है. 3 चीज गुरु को करना है. 3 चीज करना है, आप याद रखिए. एक है आपको ज्ञान देना है. दूसरा है आपको याद है ये 3 चीजें? आप बोल सकते हो 3 चीजें क्या गुरु करना है?
नहीं,
ज्ञान देगा.
मैं कर रही हूँ वो मैं बता सकती हूँ.
नहीं. Correct.
Trying to spread and trying to encourage people to come to this.
Correct. But what are the 3 things that the Guru has to do is, first is he has to give Divya Gyan to you. Okay? 1, Divya Gyan. Second is he has to take all your karma. He is accepting all your karma. Third is he has to keep your hand in Krishna's hand. He has to deliver you from this material world. Can anybody say that they can do these 3 things? They cannot. And Prabhupada, we can, you can डंके की चोट पे बोल सकते हो, मैं प्रभुपाद की शिष्य हूँ और मैं प्रभुपाद को फॉलो करती हूँ and प्रभुपाद मेरे साथ हैं. कई डिवोटीज इस्कॉन में बोलेंगे कि आप दीक्षा लेने के बिना you cannot be. So there's a lot of things are there in ISKCON, but we don't want to get into all of that. We just want to accept Prabhupada as it is. जितना देखिए, कोई भी perfectly तो कर नहीं सकता है, कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस को फॉलो नहीं कर सकता. हम जितनी हम कर सकते हैं अपनी सिचुएशन में, उसको हम इम्बाइब करें अपनी लाइफ में और स्प्रेड करें कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस. ये 2 चीज हमको प्रभुपाद ने बताई है कि अपनी हो सके तो एवरीथिंग. बट प्रभुपाद के इतने सारे इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैं कि आप 100% सारे इंस्ट्रक्शन फॉलो शायद ना भी कर पाओ, पर बेसिक जो ये 20 जो आज हमने डिस्कस करी है ना, 20 पॉइंट्स, इन 20 पॉइंट्स को, और भी बहुत सारी पॉइंट्स है, उन सब चीजों को हम अपनी लाइफ में इनबाइब करें ट्राई करें कि वो सब हमारी लाइफ में हो, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो बहुत सारे डिवोटीज ऐसे, आप डोंट थिंक एनीबडी सेज आई एम प्रभुपाद डिसाइपल, बस फिनिश्ड, ओके, बट ट्राई टू फॉलो हिम आल्सो, प्लीज ट्राई टू फॉलो
as much as possible मैं कर
Yes.
रही हूँ, पढ़ भी
Yes.
रही हूँ,
हाँ,
जितना टाइम
और
मैं दे
अपने
पाती हूँ।
बच्चों को भी बोलो कि दे आर ऑल्सो प्रभुपाद डिसाइपल्स, इफ दे आर फॉलोइंग they also become, because Prabhupada is equally available to everyone, equally. जब तक कोई अपने प्रभुपाद को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा, तब तक उसके हृदय के अंदर जो चेंज है ना, वो ज्ञान जो है, वो हम कितना भी बोलते रहेंगे, मैं कितना भी बोलूं, 10 घंटे भी बोलूं, 100 घंटे भी बोलूं, पर जब तक आपने हृदय में प्रभुपाद को एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है ना, आपको ज्ञान नहीं आने वाला है। आपने जैसे ही एक्सेप्ट किया प्रभुपाद को अपना गुरु, देखिए कैसे हृदय में परिवर्तन होगा। तो बहुत सारे डिवोटीज हैं, आज भी वो लोग बुक्स पढ़ते हैं और वो कितनी अच्छी तरह से बोलते हैं, वो समझ सकते हैं बहुत अच्छी तरह से। हाउ इज इट हैपनिंग? इट इज बिकॉज प्रभुपाद इज गिविंग देम द मर्सी। ठीक है, ठीक है, थैंक यू, वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन।
बहुत दिनों से सोच रही थी कि आई आस्क यू, बट हेजिटेंट रहती थी।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, it was a good point, because today we are talking about you have to do upasana, guru upasana you have to do, and that you can do only if you have accepted Prabhupada as your guru. ठीक है, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Anybody else has any other points? Please keep them for tomorrow. कल हम डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, कल हम वापस से मिलेंगे ब्रह्म संहिता क्लास में, एंड वील मीट टुमारो। ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैं YouTube को मैं स्टॉप कर रही हूँ। हरे कृष्ण।